Okay, guys, so I just ended my live. I said as soon as I ended my live, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on because I want my reaction, like, after the game, after the live. Like, I'm stewing right now. Like, this is pathetic. Like, I mean, the Florida Gators, one, I don't know what they're doing half the time. We're running the same plays. I mean, what the Florida Gators are going to run offensively. The Kentucky Wildcats, they knew they had that game won. I mean, once they went up 16-0 in the first quarter, they knew they had it won. Ray Davis was a one-man show. I mean, the Florida Gators got beat by one guy, by the way. The Kentucky offensive line dominated that Florida Gator front. I said the Florida Gator front is going to take the Florida Gators as far as it can on defense. The Florida Gator defensive line was shot. They were manhandled, and you saw, without that Florida Gator defensive line creating pressure, getting stops, they're nothing after that. Austin Armstrong, everybody was talking about he should have a lifetime contract or whatever. This dude just gave up. Austin Armstrong just gave up to one man 280 yards rushing. This man, Ray the Man Davis. Ray Davis, listen, hats off to you, my man. You had yourself a day. You had 26 carries for 280 yards. You could have had 300. They just took you out the game at the end. You could have had 300. And, a 10.8 yard per carry average, 3 rushing touchdowns, also 1 reception touchdown. The Florida Gators, if you want to add insult to injury, the Florida Gators got beat to a quarterback who threw 20 times, only completed 9, 1 touchdown for, hear this, 69 yards. The Florida Gators got 69. This is absolutely pathetic. One of the most embarrassing losses. Maybe the Georgia Southern is still up there. But this is one of the most embarrassing losses that the Florida Gators have had. It really is. Because Kentucky is a good team. Don't get me wrong. Hats off to Kentucky. They won this game. They beat the crap out of Florida. They handled them. They were the physical team. They're the better team. They're the better coach team. Because they didn't do anything stupid like check down Mertz throwing short of the sticks. Listen, hey, Graham Mertz got those stats up, though, don't he? Hey, he's got that 77% completion percentage, don't he? But check down Mertz. I've tried to warn y'all about him, but listen, he is just a game manager. He ain't even a great game manager. You saw it when the Florida Gators needed a quarterback to step up. He ain't going to be the guy. He has never been that guy, and I knew he wouldn't. But it ain't just him, though. And the offensive line's terrible. Okay, the Florida Gators couldn't get anything rushing. What did they have? 29 carries, 69. Got 69 twice? Are you kidding me? 2.4 yard per carry average. I just saw that. I didn't even realize they had 69. We got 69 both ways. Anyways, the Florida Gators, just with a pathetic performance, embarrassing. I know a lot of people are going to start calling for Billy Napier's head in only his second year. That ain't going to happen. Florida Gators are not getting rid of him. Not for at least a fourth year. I think in his fourth year, and if you still have the same problems, maybe, but he's going to have to do something with this team. Listen, Billy Napier, great recruiter. I am not going to knock him for that. He is a great recruiter. But everything else, just game planning, his offensive play calling, everything else is terrible. It just really is. I know a lot of people give him, a lot of grief, especially from the outside. If you're not a Florida Gator fan, you always hear the Sunbelt Billy. Dude, the Sunbelt Billy crowd that calls him that is going to be loud and proud today. Because you're going for, listen, I get it was fourth and 2, and you thought maybe you could get the Kentucky defense, who has been going after you all day. Maybe you can get them relaxed and maybe run it. But we're calling run plays 4th and 2 at midfield. Listen, the Graham Mertz play action crap is not working. Okay, Graham Mertz is just, his completion percentage looks good. That's about it. Okay. Oh, I was really to the point. Do I make this video after my live? Because I'm stewing. I haven't even rewatched the game. I'm not rewatching that game. I don't want to see one man destroy the Florida Gators. Ray Davis. He broke the Florida Gators today. Where do you go as the Florida Gators? Because Austin Armstrong, everybody was talking so highly of him. He just got ran through. My God. Jesus. One man beat you today. And the quarterback, how do you lose by 19 with a quarterback only completing 69 yards? I mean, really? Devin Leary was awful. I mean, Florida Gators on defense had a couple of picks they should have got. It's surprising that Devin Leary didn't even have a pick. There was a couple of times where it was like there could have been a pick six, especially one. Jason Marshall just dropped it. But it's, I mean, defense is bad. I mean, you saw that today. When one guy can rush for almost 300 yards, you have a bad defense. Or you especially had a bad defensive day. But, I mean, tackling is still pathetic. I mean, it's not there. Everybody said the tackling was better. I think the defense is better from last year. It really is. But you can't be much worse than that defense. And, you know, but there's still missed tackles all over the place. It's just, I mean, Ray Davis, listen, I've said this before. I was like, if you want to be a Heisman contender or put your name in the Heisman race, play the Florida Gators. That's all you got to do. I mean, what do you got? I mean, I'm kind of numb to this. Like, I should expect this now. The Florida Gators just don't surprise me anymore, especially with these pathetic games, play calling. I mean, with Mertz not even, 4th and 5 or 4th and 4, not even throwing past the sticks. You're going to throw short. I mean, it's just like simple stuff these guys can't do. They're incapable of doing it. But you get beat by 19 to a better team, and really the score doesn't reflect really how this game was. Kentucky beat Florida 33-14. I mean, if you watch the game, Kentucky just dominated. The line of scrimmage, if you can dominate the line of scrimmage, you're going to win. And the Kentucky Wildcats showed y'all that today. And, it's just another loss. The Florida Gators are 3-2. And this is where their schedule, I mean, right here, Kentucky and on, their schedule, it's getting pretty thick, okay? You got Vanderbilt coming up, okay? Can you beat them? I don't know. If the Florida Gators lose to Vanderbilt another 2 years in a row, you've already lost to Kentucky 3 years in a row. We're playing football, not basketball. My God. But Mark Stoops, man, hats off to him, dude. He is a good coach. And Kentucky they're probably going to give him a lifetime contract. I know that. Mark Stoops, man, he could roam around Lexington and be just fine. Everybody's going to take care of him. But this is a pathetic performance. And, guys, we just get over this weekend, move on to next week, and hopefully we can limp into the bye week before the Florida Gators take on Georgia at about mid-October or whatever it is. But, golly, I thought that Charlotte game was just, okay, maybe they just didn't take this team serious. No, Charlotte, they had a chance to beat Florida. And Kentucky said, we saw what they did against Charlotte. We're taking advantage. We know how to beat this Florida team. And they did it. So, but hey, guys, as always, I appreciate y'all watching this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Get back to the drawing board, Florida. Pathetic.